I'm sitting here with Jillian, and I'm going to let her tell about her project and introduce herself.
Sure. Hi, my name is Jillian Armenante. I'm an actress, writer, director, producer, and our movie is called Stuck. It is an indie feature comedy starring Heather Matarazzo, Joel McHale, Kate Flannery, Amir Talai, a bunch of others. It's basically about a nurse who goes rogue and goes against her doctor's orders and helps out a patient, or tries to. And rather than be put in prison, she is put under house arrest into the old house that she shared with her ex-boyfriend, who is, unbeknownst to her, newly engaged. So they're all locked together for 30 days in the same house, and it's pretty damn funny.
How long did it take to shoot it? Did y'all just shoot the whole?
We got stopped a couple times because we are indie filmmakers after all. So I would say collectively, I'm going to say 14 days.
When you were working on this project, what was the most memorable part of it for you?
So many hilarious things. I had an actress who was not terribly comfortable doing a slightly topless / nude scene. So to make her more comfortable and the crew less comfortable, I decided to direct that entire segment completely topless, which made her more comfortable, but a lot of people very uncomfortable. Thank God it wasn't on camera, because that would be a different movie.
How did you come up with the subject matter?
I did not write the script. The script was written by Heather Turman and David Mickle and was introduced to me through the festival New Filmmakers LA. So it's not my script. I just directed, produced, and acted in it.
What part did you play in it?
I played Officer Wheeler, who is a very by-the-book, slightly frustrated policewoman who's sort of on the tail of the lead character, played by Heather Matarazzo. Her character's named Darby. And, I was the right price.
Whenever the project was being done, did y'all borrow space, or did you have to find a space?
We rented a house by these saints, the Gambertolios, and most of our shooting was done there. We had someone give us a doctor's office, which was great. We filmed in my house for several scenes. So it wasn't a lot of locations. We also used the Mamie Clayton Library for a place, a law situation, and we were just very lucky with locations.
What other projects have you worked on?
Currently, I can be seen in the film Vice, starring Christian Bale. I play Karen Hughes, and right now we're up for 8 Academy Awards, which I'm very excited about. But I've been around. I was in Girl Interrupted and Bad Teacher, Mighty Heart, North Country. So those are the features. And I'm also a television actress. Most recently, you probably know me from Fresh Off the Boat. Before that, I was on Judging Amy and Grey's Anatomy. And I don't look like an actor, but actors actually look like people too, since we're supposed to represent humanity. It occasionally occurs.
Whenever you work on a project, do you do method acting, or do you just kind of research or go for your gut?
I tend to do a mix of both. I feel like as an actor, there's several quadrants from your body a character could come from. And I break it down into head, heart, gut, and groin. And so I feel, I don't want to over prepare, because to me the magic of acting is capturing two people's spark on camera. So I don't come planned or with an agenda. I tend to come prepared and then try and live just in the moment. And hopefully the editor gets that. So I do my preparation in terms of, I studied, my last role was Karen Hughes, who worked in the Bush administration, and I definitely researched her. She's a tall, blonde Texas lady. And I'm like, so you hired the short, chubby Italian? So, but, I went on set, and I try and talk like her, and I'll listen to her speeches. And the director's like, you're not from the South? And I was like, no, I'm a Jersey girl. So, you do things like that. I tend to do a lot of research and then throw it all away, which I sort of stole from Spencer Tracy. He learns all his lines a month ahead and then just forgets them. So that way they're in your body, and you're not acting from here,
I like that.
Yeah.
Is this your first time to Mississippi?
It absolutely is. I was very excited. I've never been here. I've known how to spell it since 3rd grade.
Whenever you were accepted into the Oxford Film Festival, Did you plan to come then, or did you just have to think about it a minute before you come to our state?
I didn't think about it for a minute. I was so excited to be accepted to the festival. I knew nothing about the festival. And then when I rolled in the other night, I was hit with a wave of amazing gratitude because I truly did not expect what I was walking into. And I'm a veteran of probably 50, 60 festivals, and this place was really, really well thought out, really well executed. It's like a military operation. They have a shuttle, they have us fed, they have us having fun, they have this press junket. I mean, it's been one of the finer festivals I've ever attended, and I say that from my heart.
If you had some advice for an actor or a filmmaker, what would it be?
Gosh, I didn't go to film school. I did go to acting school, but I've been thinking about this as I hit my older age. Nobody teaches you about the setbacks. Nobody teaches you about, no, when you're in school, they give you equipment, they give you resources and costumes. And then when you go out in the world, there's so many circumstances that not just finances, but, emotionally, on this film, my mom was dying of cancer and you're directing a comedy. And those two things can't intertwine. As an actor, to be going through extreme health crises, but you still got to show up, or an 80 member crew is going to be out of work that day. So I was telling an educator in the panel, she said, what can we do to prep our students? And I'm like, throw them conflicts. Make them shoot and pull their batteries, and don't make them deal with it in the moment. So to me, it's like, having to deal with all the things that life throws at you is not what they prep you for in school. That would be my thing. Just keep going. Don't let anybody stop you. Don't take no for an answer. Do it whether you get paid or not, and don't do it for the money because it's a lottery ticket.
Have you ever been on the theater, the stage?
Yes, I came up through a theater in Seattle called Annex Theater. We did 24 original scripts a year and produced them. I was a director there, an actor there, a writer there. I was a TD there for 78 consecutive productions. I also came to LA at the Mark Taper Forum, doing an 8-hour-long production of The Cider House Rules. I performed in New York, off-Broadway, at the Atlantic Theater. I feel like the stage is really the only true training ground for actors to be able to work consistently, have technique, and be able to do film work, which is a 16-hour day, having to match sides from a previous shoot, knowing what you're doing and training. There's nothing like theater.
Thank you so much for talking with us today.
Oh, thank you. Anytime.
And welcome to Mississippi.
Oh, my gosh. I hope to be back.
Great. Y'all stay tuned.
My name is Mark Cartier. I am the president of North of Two. North of Two bought and is distributing Stuck.
It's a comedy, but it has very poignant moments that I think land home that people relate to. Everyone I've shown it to, from friends, family, regular audiences, they all relate to it in some regard. And I think if a film has universal value, I think that's one of the more important things. So.
What drew you to this project?
How funny it was, and that at the end of it, speaking of a little bit of sentimentality, it's actually kind of a modern day self-improvement movie. I think the problems that we all deal with today are different than the problems than we dealt with 20 years ago, and we don't have a lot of those watershed movies anymore, and it was a very modern girl dealing with very modern problems and becoming a better person. Even though it was really very funny, it was also very sweet.
It's a female lead with a female director, female producer, female writer. It wasn't our goal, but that's pretty great in a day when there's only 4% women directing. So,
well, good luck. I know we'll be seeing a lot more of y'all. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
You're wonderful. Thanks.